morning, I'm Hannah. I'm going to be your nurse today. What's your name?
Matthew.
And how old are you?
29.
Alright, today you're just in for a cardiac and peripheral vascular assessment. I'm just going to be doing some listening and some touching. It doesn't mean anything's wrong. We just want to do a thorough assessment. Do you have any questions before we begin?
No, ma'am.
Alright, Matt. I'm just going to start by looking at your arms. I'm just going to feel them for symmetrical. Make sure they're symmetrical. Make sure your skin is nice and warm and dry. I'm going to check your skin turgor. Check for dehydration. Alright, we're going to check your cap refill on both sides. Make sure that they're less than 3 seconds. And then can you squeeze my fingers for me? Alright, now we're just going to check your pulses. These are your radial and your brachial. Perfect. Alright, now I'm going to look at your neck. We're just looking at your carotids, so making sure that there's no pulsations, no lumps, bumps, or bruising. Alright, and now I'm going to palpate those one at a time to make sure we don't block off any blood flow. Alright, and now I'm going to listen to them with the bell of my stethoscope, okay? And what I want you to do is I want you to take a deep breath in, exhale, and hold it. Alright? You ready?
Yeah.
Deep breath in, exhale, hold it. Alright, I'm going to give you a little break and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side, okay? You ready? Deep breath in, exhale, hold it. Alrighty, Matt. Now I'm going to listen to some areas on your chest. They're like on and around your heart. Just want to make sure we don't hear anything there, okay? I'm going to start with the diaphragm part of my stethoscope for this, okay? And we're going to listen to the aortic area, the pulmonic area, Erb's point, tricuspid area, the mitral area. All right, now I'm going to flip my stethoscope over. We're going to listen with the bell, okay? Aortic area, pulmonic area, Erb's point, tricuspid, and mitral area. Alrighty, can you lay down for me, Matthew? Just lay right there. Alright, I'm gonna look at your carotids again while you're laying down. This is just to make sure nothing's changed with you lying flat. Just looking for any pulsations. Can you turn to the side for me? Check for any distension to the other side. Thank you. Alright, you can go ahead and look straight. And now I'm going to feel those same areas that we listened to on your chest while you were sitting up, okay? The aortic, pulmonic, Erb's point, tricuspid, and mitral area. Alright, now I'm going to listen to those same areas with both sides of my stethoscope like we did before. Just to make sure nothing changes with the position change, okay? I'm going to start with the diaphragm part of my stethoscope. Aortic, pulmonic, Erb's point, tricuspid, and mitral area. Alright, now I'm going to flip it around, do the bell again. Aortic, pulmonic, Erb's point, tricuspid, and mitral area. Now if you turn to your left, I can listen to your mitral valve. Alright, so just go ahead and roll to your left side for me. Alrighty, good job. Alright, you can lay back on your back. Now I'm just going to take a look at your legs. I'll have you lying down. I'm going to make sure that they're nice and symmetrical, that your skin is warm and dry, that your hair is evenly distributed. I'm going to check for any edema. Alrighty, and then we're going to check your pulses all down your legs, okay? So the first one is your femoral, okay? So I'm going to touch you right here, alright? Your femoral, your popliteals, your posterior tibias, and your dorsalis peaks. Alrighty, Matthew, that concludes our assessment. Do you have any questions or anything?
No, ma'am.
Alright, go ahead and sit up. Thank you. Today we did a cardiac and peripheral vascular assessment on a 29-year-old male. His upper and lower extremities were symmetrical. His skin was warm and dry, and his hair was evenly distributed. His cap refill was less than 3 seconds. His turgor was elastic. He had equal grips. No varicose or edema noted on the lower extremities, and his pulses were strong and equal bilaterally. His carotids were equal bilaterally with no bruits heard. On inspection, there was no pulsations, heaves, or lifts observed. The apical impulse was palpable at the 5th intercostal space in the left midclavicular line. His heart rate was 84 beats per minute, with a regular rhythm with S1 and S2 noted, no S3 or S4 noted.